12 seconds on? Okay.
Yeah, it's just 10-10 here.
Okay,
45 seconds.
CL's got a better phone.
Yes.
CL's got a better phone.
CBS has Michigan 13-10.
It says 13-10.
Stat broadcast has Michigan 13, Ohio State 10 with 23 seconds to go.
Get in front of this, or just right here is fine?
Yeah.
Okay, well, great way to finish the season for our team. Really proud of our effort. I thought we came ready to play. To follow up a good, solid victory last week with another one is the way to finish the season. So proud of our guys. We worked through a little adversity during the season without question. That's part of it. That'll be part of it every year. You try to make it as clean as you possibly can, but football is football, and you play good teams, and things are going to happen. So our guys hung together. They stuck together. They worked hard. Our coaches continued to work through things, and we had a solid finish today to finally get the Governor's Cup back and represent our university and bring it back to our fans is really a great day for us, and we're really happy to get this victory.
Jeff, what does it mean to get that cup back and bring it back to Louisville after 5 years?
Well, it's huge. I mean, I'm fully aware of this rivalry and what it means to the fan base and to the university, and it's two really good programs. And, we came ready to play. I thought that our guys wanted it. We worked really hard. We knew the importance of finishing this season. We talked about finishing as strong as we could and that every game matters. So to come through on the road in a pretty convincing fashion was a really good win.
You physically dominated them, ran the ball for over 350 yards, which is the most they've given up all year. Did you think coming in that you'd be able to run the ball that successfully?
Well, watching them on video, it's a really good defense. And for teams that try to throw the ball out, they're really good. They defend things. They walk out over your slot receivers. In my opinion, you're going to have to run the ball to keep them honest. And a lot of teams that haven't done well tried to throw it a little bit. And we wanted to establish the run. We've got good runners. Our quarterback got us in the right place when we needed to check here and there, and we had huge plays. And when you can take some pressure off the passing game, Ja'Cory got hurt, couldn't play the second half, and we've been out a few guys. It really makes the team and things go much better. So just a great rushing attack today. Credit to our running backs, without question. Isaac's tremendous, and Duke's a tremendous young running back, and our other guys run hard. But our O-line really works hard. Our tight end's done a great job blocking, so we're really proud of coming out with a rushing total like that for sure.
To be able to get a lead is one thing, but to be able to sustain that in the second half and kind of put them away, I mean, how much of that is a testament to just the growth that this team has showed over the years?
Well, I think this team is very mature. We've handled some close losses the right way. It's no fun, but they're going to happen. Everybody, pretty much every year loses games. You got to be able to handle it and bounce back as quick and fast as you can. And I think our guys have worked really hard. I'd love to have some of the close losses back, but at the same time, we won some close games as well. So that happens. You just got to continue to fight through. But to finish the season with two really convincing wins, where all three segments played well, and we were much cleaner, really feels rewarding, and it's a really good way to go out.
Jen, you touched on Isaac. Freshman rushing record over 1,000 yards. He was the MVP of today's game. What about just him that makes him so good?
Well, he's a special player without question. His future is unbelievably bright. The best thing about him is he works. I mean, the guy's never missed a rep of practice. He runs hard. He never complains. There's nothing ever wrong. He just comes to work. And, for a freshman running back to do that is more than impressive. We wanted to start him off slow this year. I didn't want to throw a lot at him. Didn't want to ruin his confidence, picking up blitzes, picking up linebackers and safeties. And Protecting the ball and being good in the passing game is not easy. There's a lot of things that go into that. And this guy just continues to shine every week. And it's just impressive to watch, and I'm proud of him. He represents him and his family very well, just a tremendous young man. Duke Watson's another young running back that, you know what, he ran well also, just runs really hard. He's got a bright future. So two really great young men that worked their butt off all year to get to this point.
Jeff, your mantra has been to stay aggressive, but how I guess tempting or challenging was it for you? I mean, Tyler had a season low passing attempts. You mentioned, wanting to run the ball, if you're honest, but you guys also didn't go for any fourth downs when you had it, goal to goal basically. Was there like a little temptation in there for you?
Well, I tell you what, passing the ball is what we love to do, but at the same time, you want to take what they give you. And I think being able to do both when you need to is very important. And when you have a lead and you can work the clock and you can take some pressure off the defense, you don't want to get too pass happy. We were able to sustain some long drives. We were able to get some turnovers, and that equals wins. There'll be some games where we're down and the game's close and we've got to air the thing out. And I just think you got to be good at both in order to win at the highest level. We'll continue to work to be as good as we can, but to establish a running game like that against a solid defense, very, very proud of our team.
Jeff, your defense has taken some heat this year. You had 5 takeaways today for the defense, and Spurrier gets his 3rd touchdown of the year. Can you just talk about the defensive performance and what a year he's had?
Well, Ramon has been outstanding from day one with us. I mean, he just works as well. Wants to win. He's a great teammate. We've moved him around. He's had to play multiple positions. He can play it all. He's always opportunistic in the right place at the right time. Our defense has started to really put the thing together, and I think we just kind of got him in the right position, maybe simplified a few things and made less adjustments. And when they're knowing what they're doing, when the ball's snapped and in position, I think we can make more plays than not. And I just think we got to continue to tweak that and make sure we become as dominant as we can. But it's important. If you want to be a championship team, playing great defense and running the ball is very important. Then if you have the passing game and all the extra stuff, it's even better.
Kind of along that same theme, Tamarian McDonald, Kentucky looked like they were moving the ball a couple times, and Tamarian first time just rips the ball away, and then he makes another great play in the end zone. Just talk about the impact of those 2 plays that you did.
Well, he brings a lot of experience. He transferred to us. He's been a great teammate. He plays really hard. At the beginning, we were rotating safety, so he wasn't playing the entire game. We were trying to keep guys fresh, and then as the season went on, we didn't have many guys to rotate, so he kind of had to play the entire game. But I think he's a guy that can play at the next level. He understands football. He's played a lot of it. He's very smart, and I just think joining a new team isn't always easy. He fit in and gelled right away. He's been a great teammate.
3 more. Tyler.
Jeff, talking about the defense, I think it was 20-7 in that 3rd quarter after they scored, and you get that scoop and score. Did you tell the defense anything of those thoughts, or if they kind of had to get back out on the field, they stopped?
Well, the main things we talked about was getting lined up and being set and being in position. Even though we had a go route or 2 over our head, we talked about let's not give up any go routes. Just give them a little cushion on the outside because that's what they're going to do. They're just going to throw it over our head. We talked about tackling and everybody tackling, with your eyes, with your shoulders, with your arms, with your body, not tackling too low and going for the ankles, but tackle solidly and fly and swarm to the ball. And I think when you do that, that's when you get extra arms and hands on the ball and you can knock things out. And we did a good job of keeping the ball inside, trying not to let it get to the outside much. And then when it gets inside, that's when you get multiple people that can hit it and knock it out. And I thought for the most part we did a good job with that.
I know Toe didn't throw a lot today, but can you talk about kind of his impact this year, being another guy coming in and playing more than he ever has before, helping break this rivalry streak? How do you think he'll be remembered, I guess, from all this?
Well, he's a veteran, and he's a great leader, and he'll be remembered as somebody who led us to a lot of great victories and did his part very unselfish. He wanted to prove he could last the whole season being healthy, and I think when you put a good running game around him and a solid defense, you don't ask him to throw it every play, you don't ask him to have quarterback runs 10 times a game. You can keep him healthy, and that's what he's going to have to do at the next level, and they'll do that for him as well in the same type of system. So I think he fits it well. He understands defenses, gets us in the right plays when we're in something maybe different that needs to be changed. He doesn't do anything silly. He takes care of the football. He can throw the ball accurately. So I just think he's a big-time player that really has run our offense very well, and he's done everything we've asked. And if that's throw the ball out or that's hand it off, he's been very, very good at both.
Last one, Jeff, what will you as a team do between now and the bowl game? Obviously, you won't practice for a couple days, but how would you stagger that and do that?
Well, we're going to take a little break for at least a little bit. I know I'm tired, and I'm sure our players are. You know what? When you grind through the season and you have some adversity and some things happen, which will happen every year, you know, it wears on you. You gotta fight through it. You got to work at it. You know, I told the family on Thanksgiving, I'm staying at home. I got work to do. I'll enjoy your company for Christmas, and you know what? That's what you got to do. And it's important that you put in everything you can to win. It means something to you, your players, your coaches. We wanted to win this game. It meant a lot to us. We wanted to put the work in, and we want to make sure when the game's over, look in the mirror and say we've done everything we could. You can go ahead with the question.
Yeah, given the success that Isaac has had, the NIL climate, do you expect a bidding war for him?
Well, I think we're positioned very good. He's a great player. He's done a tremendous job. You know, I know he wants to be back, and I definitely foresee him being back and being a great player for us next year for sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pretty good.
That means it'll be Penn State in Florida. In the Big Ten College.
The trophy's on the field right now. It's on the field right now, yeah.
Question for the guys?
Ramon, for you, you know, born and raised Louisville, talk about, you know, the not wearing any blue, like, how much of a story would any of this for you in terms of being able to have your first score and being able to win for the first time in your career here?
Oh yeah, this is definitely something I've envisioned since I was a kid. So it's just been great. It feels like a Disney movie, and it's been wonderful. This is something we prepared for. We knew it was going to be a hard-fought game, and we came out and we executed.
Have you ever considered petitioning the coaches to put you as like a fullback or something since you score so many touchdowns?
You know, I actually I've had some conversations with Coach Brohm about maybe a go-on package or something, but hopefully, I mean, we never know what might happen. So
How do you account for, 3 scores in one season by a defensive lineman? That's
oh yeah, that's definitely not something that you prepare for in the offseason. You, as a defensive lineman, we're trying to get sacked, so it's definitely something that's caught me off guard this year. But I'm just glad I can help my team win, and this is a great feeling.
Ashton, what does it mean to finally win this game and get that cup after so long?
Nah, it's just a surreal moment. It's a great, I think it's a great team win. I think we needed it as a senior group, everyone who's been here, just to be able to basically get the last laugh on the way out. So that's just something I think we all were anticipating and we were preparing ourselves for, and came to fruition today.
After last year, how would you describe the defensive focus to really not let up and really keep the heat on them? How did you see that play out today, besides the turnovers?
Yeah, obviously, I think we did a good job pressuring the quarterback. Obviously, they have a good run game, so that they're going to run the game at any stage of any part of the game. They're going to keep running. So I think we did a good job of just stopping their run, forcing them to take those shots, and I think our DBs capitalized on the moments, and I think we capitalized in terms of sacks and strips and stuff.
Yeah, they played a freshman quarterback. He threw 2 interceptions. They had a couple fumbles. Do you think you were able to rattle him a little bit and get him off his game?
Oh yeah, we knew going into this game we're going to have opportunities to create turnovers. So coaches emphasized all week we got to have great lanes, great pass rush, and when those opportunities come, we have to capitalize on them. So
Could you tell at all that he was getting nervous?
I mean, a little bit, just trying to force the ball out if we're getting too close, and obviously 2 of them led to interceptions. So that's the thing with young quarterbacks. I mean, he's talented, but if you can keep pressure on him, make him make young guy mistakes, I think that's what we did today. I think that's what shows in the score column.
Tim, both of you, how
As dominant as you were the last 2 weeks, how does that influence the way you look at the season as a whole? And there's been some inconsistency, but you finished it.
We always emphasize finishing, whether it's a game, the season, all of it. So we just wanted to emphasize finishing this season off strong, and having 2 dominant wins like this really puts a cap on a season like this.
Yeah, same thing he said. It's just about finishing, and I think people are going to remember how you finish. It's not how you start. It's not the middle point. It's how you finish. So I think we did a good job finishing and preparing these last weeks and just keeping it moving.
Rivalry result was good, a little chippy, and it looked like there was some talking going on out there. Was there an emphasis pre-game to like, hey guys, let's make sure we stay within ourselves, don't let that become a part of the game?
Yeah, we knew they didn't have. This is their last game of the season. They're not going to a bowl game, so they're going to throw everything they can at us. So we have to keep our cool and not let them bait us into anything stupid.
That's one for both of you guys. The last 2 games on defense, what do you think has made the biggest difference to limit the hit the way you did in the K-Play?
Just everybody being on the same page, everybody communicating, executing. That's really what it's been all year, and things are finally clicking. So it's coming into fruition of what we prepared for.
Yeah, same thing. It's hard to follow him. He just got the answers, but yeah, obviously, I think that's just what it is. We've had all the pieces, we have all the talent. It's just about clicking and coming together. And I think we've had some rough games, sometimes where communication is the issue or getting lined up. But I think the past 2 games are a display of what we are as a defense and who we can be. So, yeah.
Ramon, you said this was like a Disney movie. Anyone in particular?
I wouldn't know. At this point, we might as well create my own, right? It'll be good for me.
All right.
Thank you, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Don't trip on the quotes.
Keep watching, Isaac Brown.
Question for the guys.
I guess it's for your first rivalry game to come out with the win the way you guys did. I mean, how nice was that?
It was great. Like, you could feel the energy from everywhere. And we knew we had to come out here and do what we were supposed to do, because all week at practice, just all week, anywhere you see them, you just got to beat Kentucky. So we adjusted fast and got the job done.
So this was for you guys, both coming in as freshmen, contributing the way you did. How much did you 2 lean on each other to kind of learn the college game, get used to it, and then succeed?
When we first came in, like, me and him were like, he was the smartest out of all the running backs, so we just had to push each other.
Really,
that's what he is.
he came in before me, so I really leaned on him more than he leaned on me, because he knew the ropes a little more. So yeah, I leaned on him a little more. Yes, sir.
Michael.
Isaac, you passed Lamar Jackson for the school's rushing record for a freshman. What's that mean to you?
Man, it mean a lot, but I couldn't do it without the old linemen and coaches. So I just had to step up. 'Cause I know I could have been beat it though, but I ain't played Stanford game, so I just had to show what I can do. Kentucky game against the rivalry team.
Isaac, to win the MVP of this game after a losing streak to them, what does that mean to you to be able to help your team out in that way?
It mean a lot to the team though. I just had to stay focused and stuff, because I knew what I wanted. I wanted to beat the record and hit 1K, so I had to just stay focused and don't let the outside get to me.
Coming in, did you guys see advantages that you guys could have up front against them and have a successful running game? They have a good defense, but did you guys see cracks in that?
Most definitely. Like, on film, we definitely seen if we get to the secondary, it's on them to come tackle us, and a lot of people don't tackle us in the secondary. So we knew that we could have a good game, just like we did.
Just for both of you guys, just overall coming in as freshmen, there's a lot of adjustments coming to college. Why do you think you guys were able to be so successful so early?
I think we had the heart to do it though.
Yeah.
Like everybody say we too small, but I don't go we don't feed into that though. We just go out and play our game. That's what we did.
And just being coachable. That's really the main part too, as well. Just believing in yourself and being coachable. So, yeah.
It's just following up on that. What was the biggest piece of advice that Barkley or any of the older guys gave you guys?
Be you.
Yeah.
Be you. Don't try to be nobody else. Be you.
Just play our game and just finish.
Yeah.
As much as Coach Brohm likes to throw the ball, did you see an opportunity today to run as much as you did because of the weather or their defense? Was it something stand out to you that this was going to be an opportunity?
Well,
yeah, of course. But everybody knew that we was coming to the game to run the ball, so we had to do RPOs, get them in the backfield, all type of stuff.
we definitely had to loosen it up in the box, get where we wanted to go, because we knew that we were gonna fill the box up, and really, yeah, we were just ready.
Duke, you've been on a tear the second half of the season. When do you think the moment was this year for you that things just kind of clicked for you and allowed you to kind of go on this run you're on right now?
I think probably after Boston College game, I started to feel more comfortable playing in college football. I started actually understanding the plays and understanding the defenses, and that's when I stepped up my game.